Yesterday somebody argued with me about existence of sixth sense. He said I don't believe in any other sense beyond these five senses. The sense of touch, of seeing, of hearing, of taste. Nothing beyond these five senses. So I replied with this story. Suppose you are sitting here in this congregation of 5-10 people, and just do this experiment on your own self. In order to perceive the existence of others, you need these five senses. Okay, you are able to see these five people around you, so you say they exist. Or let's say all the lights in the building are gone, and you are not able to see anybody. So somebody speaks something. So based on hearing, after hearing their voice, you understand that they exist. Suppose that all the five people, they are dumb, they are not able to speak anything. Okay, so then how do you recognize that they exist? Based on the sense of smell. Maybe somebody has not taken bath for several days, so based on the smell that is um, oozing out from him will give you the feeling that okay, that person exists. Or if that is not there, then based on touch, you can go and touch that person and feel that he's there. So all these senses all these five senses, they are used for knowing the existence of others. Now let's suppose that the person over there exists, but none of your five senses are able to perceive them. Let's say there is no smell coming out from them, you cannot touch them, you cannot taste them, you cannot see them, you cannot hear them, nothing you can do about them. So for you, practically, they do not exist because they are beyond your five senses. But even though they are beyond five senses, they exist. Now apply this thing to your own self. By which of these five senses you know that you exist? So you say, I see myself in the mirror. Do you require to see yourself in the mirror to know that you exist? If all the mirrors in the world, they are broken, then you won't be able to exist. No, it's not that so. So based on seeing, you do not perceive that you exist. Okay, because say all the lights are off, everything is off. You say, I hear myself, I taste myself, I touch myself. Beyond all these senses, suppose your sense of taste is gone, your sense of vision is gone, you are blind, you are deaf, you cannot hear your voice, you are dumb also, and your sense of touch is also gone. So all the five senses are numb. That is possible. There are cases, medical cases, where all the five senses are gone. Then by which faculty you know that you exist? You still know that you exist. That faculty by which you know that you exist, that is called the sixth sense. And that is your mind, isn't it? Mind devoid of all the sensory perceptions, all the inputs taken by these sensory perceptions, when they are subtracted from the mind, then also mind exists. Okay, so let us move to the next level. Now you are at the level of mind, and you have subtracted all the sensory perceptions from the mind. Now see, your mind can exist in several states. It could be angry, it could be happy, it could be disgusted, it could be fearful. There are several states in which your mind can exist, and that existence is not dependent on the sensory perceptions. Okay, it could be related with sensory perception in some or the other causality, by some other causation, but they can be independent also. Okay, for example, right now you could just simulate your anger. Let's say you subtract all the sensory perceptions, and now you are existing at the level of mind, and in the mind you are thinking about money, so you have greed in the mind. Okay, and or suppose you imagine about your enemy, or somebody who had fight with you yesterday. You get angry, suddenly you get angry, or you feel you think about your girlfriend or boyfriend, and you feel happy, you feel sudden love oozing from your mind. So these are various states of mind. Now see, who is the one who is aware of these states of mind? Obviously it is not the mind which is being aware of all the states of mind. It is something else. There is a background in which these states are coming and going, and that background is still. That background which is still, which is not affected by these states in the mind, that is the Atma, that is the Atman. Think of it like a like a still pond, very clear pond. Okay, and when somebody throws a pebble in the pond, the ripple starts coming, and after some time it subsides. So when those ripples are coming, that is the state of mind. And when they are causing vritti in your mind, and because of vritti your mind gets disturbed, and after some time all the vrittis subside, all the ripples subside, and again the clear pond is there. So where are those ripples coming? They are coming in the mind because of modification. They're coming because of modification in the chitta, and that's why Patanjali describes yoga as the yoga chitta vritti nirodha. When there is vritti coming in the chitta, vrittis coming in the mind, then you cannot attain yoga. When all the vrittis subside, you attain the state of yoga, you attain the state of samadhi. So when you search for yourself, in the quest for yourself, you end up with this background, you end up with this clear pond in which everything appears as a vritti, everything appears as a ripple. And the quest for yourself begins from outside. The first step is to be aware of all the sensory perceptions, and then subtract those perceptions from your experience, from your live experience. Okay, For example, right now you are sitting in the office, maybe sitting in the office, and you are hearing a lot of noise all around. You are seeing the laptop screen. You are tasting maybe coffee or tea, whatever you are taking. You are touching the keyboard. So all these sensory perceptions, they are coming into your mind. Just for a moment, subtract these experiences and just remain in the mind. And while doing so, just concentrate in the right side of your heart. Do not concentrate on the left side of your heart. Left side is the place for the physical heart. The right side of the heart is the spiritual one. So when you concentrate on the right side of the heart, you breathe you breathe very slowly, and that is the state when a particular nadi in your system gets activated. So there is a particular nadi called hita nadi that gets activated, and typically this is that nadi which gets activated when we go into the state of deep sleep. So it is very relaxing experience when you are taking deep dive into your own self. When you are in the state of mind, you will not you will not be able to perceive that relaxation. You have to move beyond mind. Okay, so the after first step, when you subtract all the sensory perceptions, you you reside in the level of mind, and in that level of mind you could be happy, you could be sad, you could be angry, you could be feeling good or blissful, depending on what has happened in the office or wherever you are. If your boss has praised you in the morning, you would be happy in that mood, in that moment. Or if somebody has come and had quarrel with you, you will be sad during that moment. Just remain at the level of sadness, and while concentrating on the right side of the heart, imagine who is the one who is experiencing this sadness. Where is that background? Where is that ultimate witness who is who is experiencing it this moment? And then suddenly you you dissociate yourself with that state of sadness to the one who is the observer. This disidentification is a revolutionary step in your spiritual progress. When you learn to dissociate yourself with all the states of your mind, you bring in a big revolution in your life. But this comes from practice.